Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bélocine Mussolo, a French and Congolese self-taught fashion designer based in Scotland. Today I am taking you with me in my journey to Edinburgh. I was invited by the French Institute of Scotland, or Institut Français d'Écosse, to speak about my vision as a fashion creative. So I want to take you with me in this journey. I also want to show you around, show you Edinburgh, show you how beautiful the city is, and I hope that you will enjoy it. So this is what I'm going to wear tonight for the discussion in Edinburgh with the Institut Français d'Écosse. I made this dress this morning because your girl is always doing things last minute, and I have a wee black dress under, so it's more of a jacket rather than a dress, and yeah, with some boots on. And literally I made the dress today. So right now what I need to do is to pack up my stuff and go get the train to go to Edinburgh. I am taking you with me as always, so stay tuned.
We are now approaching Dungarvan. Please mind the gap when alighting from this train.
Alright, so now I am about to go to the French Institute. I will have to redo my makeup because oh my god, so oily. Let me show you. So the event will happen here.
Bonsoir et bienvenue à l'Institut français d'Écosse. We have the honor and the pleasure to have a French member of parliament representing French citizens abroad. Merci, Monsieur le Député, for your interest and for being with us tonight. And of course, thank you, the panel and the moderator, for accepting to speak tonight and to be with us and to illuminate us on the subjects that we've chosen.
My right, Bélocine Mussolo, the French and Congolese fashion designer behind Neftali Couture, based in Ayr. Inspired by Bélocine's double culture, Neftali Couture offers modern and fashionable dresses and skirts for women, and elegant bow ties and pocket squares for men, with the beautiful use, as you can see, of African print. Every product is handmade with love.
Time for creativity, it was overshadowed by industry and a world trying to adapt and change so quickly to move everything they can, all their communications, all their design and facilitations into digital.
Mm-hmm. Bélocine, what kind of adaptations did you have to make to keep your business, to, allow your creativity still to be expressed?
So I make clothing, and during the pandemic, people weren't going outside anymore, so they didn't purchase much clothes. So I had to adapt and find a way to still make my part and create. And what I did was making face masks, and I sold a lot of them because it was really needed at the time. So that's how I survived during the pandemic.
Did you have to question the way you work during this pandemic? Has it inspired you to do new things beyond face masks and just to produce different things?
So I don't have a studio at the moment. I do my work in my living room, basically. And it was a time for me to focus on my online business because all we had was online. And what I was really appreciative of is the people were more keen to buy locally. There were more community, and that's how I could go through this, because many people were buying from me because they knew I am based in air and I do everything in air.
Technology is more accessible now. There are tools that we can all use in our homes, in our computers, on our phones. Especially the new generation, Gen Z, they're amazing at, creating, remixing on apps. I don't know about you, but during this pandemic, I've spent an unfathomable amount of time on TikTok. And I mean, what these young people are doing is absolutely amazing. So does that mean that, we could all be creative, that we all have that in ourselves, and, this is like a new dawn for creativity? What do you think, John?
Hopefully not in the metaverse.
We're going to come to that later.
I'm jumping ahead. Yes, I think it's about choosing the technology that we think is meaningful and useful to use, rather than using technology for technology's sake.
Bélocine?
For me, when TikTok appeared, I was like, this is for kids, I'm never going to use it. But then the pandemic happened, and I spent a lot of time on it too.
I mean, this is always how things start. Like, I never did that, and then the pandemic happened. And I changed my mind completely.
Yes, and I actually started to be creative on those apps as well, because I think people like to see what I do. It's not only the clothes, but it's also how I wear it. It's also how I make it. I want to be transparent about the process because I do everything myself. So I use those apps, and I think that it's a great tool. And even for my business, it was really helpful, especially Instagram and TikTok, because this is where it's like my billboard where I can show everything, every product. So it was really interesting.
Any other question? Yes, the lady at the back.
Every time any one of you opens your mouth, I'm like, yes, but... and it's like my ideas are firing off. But so I'm just trying to make sense of, where's the localism and how's the technology best harnessed to really hone in on that rather than get siphoned off into something that is actually quite detrimental.
So for myself, what helped also about the local community was actually technologies and social media, because people on my found me on social media, and they found that I was based in Ayr, I was based in Scotland, and there were more groups appearing on Facebook and on Instagram. So I was adding more and more people in my network. So it was through those social media, and word of mouth still is the biggest market tool. My friends speak about me, and other people speak about me, and this is also how the local community grows.
I think this is us for tonight. Thank you all so much for all your thoughts, your insight. It was really a fascinating, thought-provoking conversation. Thank you, all of you, also so much for coming and staying for the whole conversation. Thank you to all the people online. Thank you to the French Institute, and I wish you a very good evening. Merci beaucoup.
cut many parts of the video, but if you want to see the full conversation, you can go on the French Institute Facebook page, or you can also go on their YouTube channel and you will have access to it. Then we were invited at the council house for a dinner, and it was really good. And after such a wonderful dinner, I slept at the council house. So this is where I slept yesterday, and this house is called the Scottish Free French House. And this is a house that was, I don't know how you say that in English, but basically the General Charles de Gaulle dedicated this house to the free French people in 1942. So it's an honor to have been sleeping in the council house. So I was wearing high heels. Bad idea, very bad idea. So I couldn't walk anymore, and I was like, I'm just going back home. So I went back to the train station to get my train. I will come back to Edinburgh to visit it again another time, more deeply, but we stop here for today. Until next time. And that is it for today. It was such a great experience, and I feel so grateful for the opportunities that I get to live here in Scotland. Being able to share my opinion about a fashion subject was really interesting. It is amazing to see everything that is happening to me thanks to this crazy idea that I had of starting a business in Scotland. Anyways, I hope that you really enjoyed watching this video, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.